Weightloss, it's Gina. So I know it's been forever since my last video. Is it like 5 or 6 months? And I know I do this all the time. I'm gonna start off by apologizing because I keep making you guys these empty promises, and over the last couple months I've really been disappointed in myself. I'm going through some crap right now on my own. Realistically, like, I've had the time to make videos and I've had the opportunities to make videos, and I'll be honest, I've been really self-conscious about myself, so I haven't been updating, especially since moving to New York. I've had a really hard time adjusting to life out here so far. I haven't really found the schedule, and because I haven't been working, I want to say, like, I've been going through kind of like some depression somewhat. In San Diego, I was working so hard, right? I was working really hard for my parents' businesses, and being unemployed now and like moving to New York, that sense of accomplishment is gone. But it's really weird because when I was in San Diego, all I wanted was a break. I was working so hard. If I could just work less, I would have been so happy. But coming out here now, I really miss working, and right now it's just really hard for me to like get myself up in the morning and create a schedule for myself. I'm really just being a housewife is what I'm kind of being, even though Alan and I aren't quite married yet. We have 74 days till our wedding, but I've been having a hard time getting up and just like feeling accomplished. And then it makes it worse because I've been gaining weight, and there's just been the stress of the wedding coming up. There's so many big expectations, and I think I set a bar that was way too high for myself, and not having been able to achieve some of those wants and whatever has really put me down. So that's where I'm at, and that's why I've been kind of avoiding YouTube, because I feel very insecure about a lot of things. But there is a lot of good news, and I am making it a priority of mine, not because just for you guys, but for myself, to really put myself out there again, because I used to make YouTube videos to help other people, and also because it was therapeutic for me. And so I want to say thank you, first of all, to all of you guys that have been so supportive over the last few years. I really got through some of my biggest insecurities through YouTube, one being weight. So moving on with that, now I'm making it a priority to just, even if it's just me talking on video, I'm gonna do it. So what's going on in my life right now? There's a couple of things, and I know I shouldn't be putting this out there right now, but I'm going to anyway. So, my fair wedding producers, I am putting it out there. So, my wedding planning is not going as well as I hoped. I made some really poor choices with bridesmaids' dresses. I am not completely satisfied with my dress, and there's some big flaws happening. My wedding theme is not going together quite right, and Alan and I are on different pages. So couple months, not to mention we have a lot of family drama going on right now. Like a month ago or so, I was completely desperate. I was crying by myself, and so I wrote a letter to my fair wedding about the details and what's going on in our wedding. And you guys know the show My Fair Wedding. It's on WeTV, and it's an amazing show because David Tutera pretty much comes out and like, woo, like flips the switch, and then your wedding's like bam, I wrote this letter telling them our circumstances, and they got back to me. So one of the casting assistants reached out and was asking some questions, and for a week, I kid you not, I did not sleep because I was on edge of, I was like, oh my gosh, if this happens, this will be the best thing ever. And here's the reason, this is the real reason why I applied. Not just because our wedding is incoherent, Alan really doesn't like me talking about stuff like this, and we actually talked about this last night. He told me not to, but this is me, and you guys know me. If I am very open with my life, because this is real drama. This is not drama that they make up on TV. Here's the truth. Our family, my family, is completely supportive of us, but Alan is having a difficult time because, first of all, when Alan was young, his father passed away. So his mother is a single mom, single Chinese mother who had a really difficult time raising 3 kids on her own. And quite frankly, I think, and I mean, they've had a really rough life, but Alan's mom has decided not to come to our wedding. And for her own reasons, because she also probably feels something's going on. She's really, I don't want to say she's supportive, because she is supportive of our relationship in her own way, but she's decided not to come to our wedding, and that really breaks my heart, because that is Alan's only parent, right? So you would wish and you would hope that the one and only parent would show up at the wedding, but she doesn't want to come. And I know she cares for him. It's just she's, got her own issues, so she says don't expect her there, even though Alan is telling his mom, I'm booking your ticket no matter what. And then, to top that off, Alan's, sister, they don't have a very good relationship either. True life. And she's probably not coming either. And then the rest of his family from San Francisco, they're probably also not coming either. So the only person out of his family that's coming is his brother. Which has really stressed me out, because it breaks my heart. Alan is such a good guy, and he has made me the luckiest woman on earth. He puts me on a pedestal, and to see him so upset because he cannot get the fulfillment that he needs from his mom or his family, except his younger brother, who he loves like he's his father. It's like tearing me apart. So I was stressed over that for a very long time. So that's partially the reason why I wrote to My Fair Wedding. Realistically, here's the truth. Because I want this for Alan. He's working so hard right now. Alan's the one that's really funding the majority of our wedding. Majority of it is going on our credit cards to begin with, because we don't have the money and we don't have the financial support that, we really need to execute a phenomenal wedding. But to make things worse, there is drama with our wedding party. His best man is debating whether to come or not anymore. So it's kind of frustrating for me, because I can handle drama on my side with my family, but I can't handle drama for Alan, because he already has so many disadvantages that it drives me nuts. That's why I wrote to My Fair Wedding, and they've gotten back to me, but I think what they're looking for is a little bit more not the typical tragic story, which I'm not trying to be tragic. I'm just trying to be real. But obviously, we also have other things going wrong in our wedding right now. I'm just gonna jump straight into it. My wedding dress. So Tiffany, my best friend, she went to the Grab a Gown event with me at Loman's, where David Tutera made an appearance, and she was awesome. She went with me at 4 o'clock in the morning in rain, and we stood out in the cold waiting to get in, and it was really exciting. Sorry, I keep having the sniffles because I'm being a baby, but after getting in, I started looking at the rack, and at first, before going in, I was at a level 20, right? And then, going in, my insecurities went from being, I just kept shrinking. Like I went from this to this to this, and then I started feeling this small. Because all the other girls around me, this is true life, okay? All the girls around me were skinny, and they were with their moms and their sisters, and they were throwing on all these beautiful dresses. Tiffany and I, we went through all the racks and we found maybe 4 dresses that could fit me, and they didn't fit me perfectly. Some of them were too big, too small, too big, too small. Only 4 dresses. Every single dress looked horrible on me except one, because I am an apple body shape. And so because I'm apple, most dresses are made for people with hourglass figures. So if you're skinny in the waist, all wedding dresses will look good on you. But not if you're the opposite. If you have skinny legs and skinny arms and then a big stomach, no, you look like a pregnant. I might as well just wear a pregnant wedding dress, because really, that's what it is, right? So I only found one dress that fit me. And at that moment, when I found the one dress that fit me, it wasn't a matter of, is this the dress of my dreams? Is this the dress that I've dreamed of my entire life? It was a moment of, don't humiliate yourself. Here's a dress that fits you, your body. And there's a bonus, there's pockets. So I was like, oh, then this has to be the dress, right? Because this is the only dress that fits my body. So I just left with the dress, because I don't know, I was so disappointed. Even in the 4 dresses that I tried, I was like, if these other dresses can't even get past my waist, like, are you kidding me? I don't have a freaking chance. So I just came home with the dress, and I'll be honest with you, it's not the dress of my dreams. It is something that I settled for, and it's really sad, but at the same time, it's true. As a bride, and when you guys go out to find your dress, I hope you guys have better luck than me, because being a little bit overweight and then having a not proportionate body really doesn't help. So, I was talking to my sister yesterday, and I just kind of stopped crying over it. And she was like, why did you pick the dress? Why didn't you just wait? And I just didn't want to be humiliated, and I just kind of like bagged it, like I just bought the dress, and I was like, whatever. And then I kept lying to myself. I was like, I love the dress, I love the dress, I love the dress. Actually, if it were me when I was young and I could pick my dream dress, that is so not my dream dress. This is like the complete opposite. I definitely settled. But here's what makes it worse. My dress is too big. So I bought a dress, and this is where you guys are going to get a reality check too. I bought the dress in a size 18, so it's too big. But you guys also know wedding dresses, the sizes are completely off. So if you're like a size 10, you're probably a size 16. If you're size like, whatever it is, it's a couple sizes off. But it's still too big. And as of now, because I was so flustered at the event, and I'm frustrated in general, because Alan and I went for like a placebo fake photo shoot, engagement shoot. We had one of our friends just snap some pictures so we could put it on our save the dates, which look like this. They're really cute, right? After him sending me all the pictures, I pretty much was so embarrassed that I slapped my laptop shut again, and I just didn't look at it again, because I looked so chunky that I wanted to like bash my face on the table. That's how bad it was. Since then, like, we haven't actually even taken our engagement shoot yet. Our engagement shoot was supposed to be on Thanksgiving week, but I felt so insecure that I had to call it off with my photographer, and he doesn't really know that's the real reason. He thinks I was sick. So I just kind of made up a bogus excuse. So we haven't even taken our engagement shoot pictures yet. So with all of this said, like, I'm finally fed up, and I haven't felt motivated the last couple of months to lose weight, even though my wedding's coming near, because I've just been kind of depressed. So what have I been doing? I've just been kind of like sulking in it, but I'm fed up with it. I am, right? As of now, I am completely fed up with it. I am fed up with the idea that I keep settling for everything. So I'm gonna lose weight, and I'm actually on my 5th day. Yay! I'm on my 5th day to trying this again. And I know I've done this so many times with you guys, this whole weight loss thing. But you know what? Losing weight is a lifestyle battle, especially if you've been chunky all your life. You know that it's like a constant battle, and something like, it's like a cigarette addiction. I quit smoking a year ago, and I'll tell you what, it was the hardest thing. And even now, I still crave a cigarette once in a while. Like, I still can't completely get off of it. That's the same with food. Like, I have these relapses where I love food too much. Not to mention, I cook for a living. Are you kidding me? Like, food is my freaking, So here's the thing. But I am fed up, and my sisters convinced me to get on Medifast, which is this diet that I am trying after, I actually gave it a try a couple years ago, 6 years ago, and I lost, I think, about 20 pounds on it back then when it was, starting out. But she recently, in the last year, when she went on Medifast, and my brother-in-law also went on Medifast, and they lost a tremendous amount of weight. My sister lost about 35 pounds, and then my brother-in-law also lost about 30 pounds, and that was on the span of like 4 months. But a majority of it for my brother-in-law happened in 2 months, and then my sister, a majority of it happened in the first month. So they dropped. My sister probably went from a size 13 to a size 8 to a 6, which is amazing. So she's convinced me to do this with her. For her, this is also a lifestyle, like a lifetime challenge for her, trying to constantly lose weight. So right now I'm still drinking my Medifast. And with Medifast, I'm also doing it in partnership with this program called Take Shape for Life. They also give you a health coach, and I'm just going to share in general how this works. So basically, the diet is for people who want to lose a lot of weight in a very safe way, but in dramatic amounts, because one, it's dramatic, and usually that turns people like, oh, then it must not be safe. Well, it's clinically proven, and it's doctor driven. So Medifast was created by a bunch of doctors for people who are fighting diabetes and extreme obesity, people who are almost borderline trying to get surgery, and instead they put them on the Medifast diet and they lose a lot of weight. So how it works is, it's called the 5-in-1 plan. You eat 5 Medifast meals a day, and these are about 100-calorie snacks, and you pick from any of the foods that they have. I have some chili, I have some honey mustard pretzels, I have some mint bars, I have macaroni and cheese, and as of now, I'm drinking mocha shakes, and I have a bunch of other types of snacks. But you eat 5 of these snacks between 2 and 3 hours, every 2 and 3 hours, and then you eat 1 lean and green meal. So lean meaning any lean protein between 5 and 7 ounces, which is a good serving, and then a green meal meaning anything green for vegetables, 3 servings of. So it's actually working really well. How it actually works is each of their meals are jam-packed with your nutrients and the things that you need to function at full force in this many calories. So most of the time when you're eating a 100-calorie snack, they're empty calories. They're just portioned really small. So empty calories meaning they do nothing for you. They're mostly carbohydrates. This is actually a really low-carb diet. Oh, actually not really low carb, but it gives you just the amount of carbs that you need to not lose any muscle and to maximize your meals with a lot of protein and a lot of other vitamins. So what they're saying is, by constantly eating every 2 to 3 hours, and you're minimizing your carbs to about 100 carbs a day or less, it's putting your body into a mild state of ketosis, which is supposed to be like a fat burning state. So what happens is, when your body has too little carbs, that's why low carb diets work. When your body doesn't get enough carbs, what happens is it starts to use your fat to energize your body. And so that's what it is. They're pretty much playing, you know, games by giving you just enough carbs to feel energized still, but not enough so that your body thinks that it needs to have more carbs. So instead, it'll break down your fat and use your fat to energize you. So here's the crazy thing is, like, because of this mild state of ketosis, it takes about 3 to 5 days for your body to get into that state. And then once you're in that state, you're not tired, you're not hungry, you feel really good. The first 3 to 5 days, oh my gosh, you get headaches, you're hungry, you're like, you just feel weird. But after that, you're actually on a pretty good run, you know? So it's actually been really easy for me because I don't have to contemplate on what I have to eat. I don't have to go through the fridge and be like, oh, that looks so good. The only problem is when Alan comes home and he's eating like a chicken parm in front of me. And I'll show you guys a video. When he eats a chicken parm in front of me, then I'm like, oh, I'm dying. But besides that, when he's at work, I have an easy time with this. I just sit on the couch, do whatever I need to do. So if any of you guys are like me, I've tried so many other diets. I've tried Weight Watchers. I've tried every diet in the book. If you're like me where discipline is really hard, and I know this diet sounds really strict, there are no cheat days or anything. I know this diet sounds really strict, but if you're anything like me, then you need restrictions. Meaning, on Weight Watchers is for people that are really good at self-discipline. Like, they tell you you can pretty much eat anything, but it has points, right? Well, the problem is it says I can eat a pizza, and if I eat this much pizza, it's like 5 points. I'd be like, screw that day. I'm just going to eat the whole pizza and just go on to the next day. That's my problem. I need a plan that tells me, okay, you cannot, and here's what you can eat. So my excuses are gone, and I cannot make an excuse because I have my meals already. It's not like, oh, I don't know what to cook. Oh, I don't know it's so hard for me to pick. If I go out, then I just take a drink with me. Like when I was going to Costco shopping, I just took a snack with me and I'm eating it as I'm shopping. Alan will go and grab his own food to eat, and it's as easy as that. And then the other thing about this is, like, they give you a health coach. Here's the thing with the health coaches, they're not as good because, in my opinion, my health coach she's good, but I don't really know her, and she's a lot older than me, so it's hard for me to relate to her. So I feel as if, it's still better than not having a coach, because other plans, they don't give you a coach, they give you an online tool or the forum. That's not enough. Sometimes you need a motivator. Which is interesting because I was thinking, this would be an awesome opportunity if I could also help someone do this. So I'm going to throw this out there. If you guys are interested in doing MetaFast with me, how much does it cost? Here's the real talk. MetaFast isn't cheap. It's about $2.50 per meal. And so you're spending about a little under $300 a month. And then as far as how much weight you lose, they say 2 to 5 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and then 1 to 3 pounds and then thereafter. But here's the thing. Majority of the people, when they first start, they lose a lot of weight, and it's clinically proven, and I promise you will lose weight as long as you stick to the plan. So it is about under $300 a month, so this isn't for anyone that's like trying to look for a cheap route, but realize this: if you're on MetaFast, you don't have to spend money on going out to eat, which Alan and I were spending so much money. And then you don't have to spend money on a ton of groceries, which I spend a lot. I spend normally $400, $500 a month on groceries, and it's a lot of money. So actually this works out perfectly for me. If you guys are, and then you need discipline, this is like perfect. So if you guys are interested to do it with me, send me a message, because you know what, I would love to kind of work with some people as I'm going through this. I am very much a people person, and I love the fact that I can help other people with the same struggles that I go through, and you guys know that I'm as real as it gets. So if it means that I can help some of you guys, give you guys a call and push you, you have to stick to the plan. If you guys are interested, give me a shout. I'm in the works of doing, starting something right now because I think this falls in line with everything that I love. I love helping people, and this is something that I struggle with, and if I can help some of you guys, this would be awesome. So with that said, moving on, I wanted to show you guys. I made some of my own cake toppers and I posted it on Instagram. This is my first set and it's okay. I made it out of clay. I sculpted it out of clay. It's okay. But the eyes look like sesame seeds, so I kind of didn't like it, so I remade it because I'm trying to save money, right? Because our budget is shot. Here's my second set. This is super cute, right? I made it out of clay. I sculpted it. Oh, my sister was saying I should sell it on Etsy. But it ain't easy. This took me 2 days to make. Like, I don't mean like 2 days as in like 1 hour at a time. I probably spent about a good 30-35 hours making it, like sculpting it and stuff. It wasn't easy. But here's the thing. I'm pretty shocked. I didn't know I had it in me. So besides that, what else? I can show you my nails. I am obsessed with nails lately. Obsessed. I know you guys said in my last video, like, where the heck do you get OPI for $4? I'm flabbergasted because the place I go to get my nail polish, upstate New York, they sell it for $3.50 SC and OPI, which is insane. So my nail polish collection has kind of grown a lot. So I'm obsessed with doing my nails at home to save money. I've never gotten to do my nails in the past because I'm always in the kitchen. So this is the first time I've ever grown my nails out, and then first time I've ever painted it, and I love it. Tiffany totally got me. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for just like really supporting me even though I don't support myself. It's so bad. And I know this was a sob story. I can't believe I just cried that much. I never mean for stuff like this to happen. It just does. So depressing. But stay tuned.